Now, couple of things just to keep the podcasts some sort of similar to how it's been in the past for this first episode. We've got some things that we have done always that are just such staples of this bad boy that you have to bring them back. And we've got one that has stood the test of time. Every iteration of this segment that we have had over the last couple of years, and we're adding another one at the end as well. So I think we're in a good spot to start to kind of wind it down here for this first episode. So why don't we go to Jake's takes? It's been a month.
Oh man,
There's been a lot going on. So what do you got for Jake's takes for today?
Oh, there has been a lot going on. Unfortunately, not a lot of hockey, a lot of just bullshit and a lot of theories, a lot of, plans that will never turn out to be plans coming out. But I guess, right off the bat, that wild prospect pool is looking pretty good. And I say that comes to my mind, obviously, because I think prospects first more than anything. That's just the way I'm wired. But Kirill Kaprizov, I don't really know how you want to say it. I think it's, what even is it? It's been so long. It's Kaprizov, right?
Kaprizov, yeah, I think. Tomato.
But yeah, he's in the Twin Cities. He's here. He's arrived. He's here getting accustomed to everything. So that's awesome. There was a video of him in New York yesterday, taking a flight from New York over to here, which is really cool during obviously COVID and everything, that he still wants to come over here and get acclimated. Maybe that's a part of it. Wants to get his quarantine over with so he can start skating and stuff. But it's really, I mean, Marco Rossi, man. We had the chance to talk about him. Matthew Boldy, college hockey's back now. Sam Henches just played his first game last night. I think he's just bound for a monster year, for sure. He's their number one center there. Matthew Boldy's the number one left wing there in Denver. Or I'm sorry, not Denver. I'm sorry, Boston College fans. But it's just, all of that really gets me going. Unfortunately, the world isn't a great place to be in right now when you care a lot. So I've kind of been trying to just sit back and, deal with myself. Personally, my girlfriend, Britt, love her to death. She's been awesome. You've been awesome. So it's been a long year, but everyone around my life has really kept me in check. And this is very exciting because, as you know, we've been working on this for a really long time and had our doubts and, all that. And stuff creeps in, it really does. So to get this thing cooking, to be talking to you, everyone was always asking me, friends, family, people I don't even know, where's the podcast? Where is it? Where'd it go? I used to listen to that on to work all the time. So for those of you asking and you're hearing this voice now, here you go. This is for you. This is for everyone here. And I kind of want to flip it over to your takes, and I want to ask you a question to get that cooking. Who's your favorite artist right now? What have you been listening to? Let the people know.
Wow. So I have been all over the place. In the music spectrum. Oh man,
Spotify Wrapped, that just came out. Isn't that cool?
That is fantastic. Although to see that I listened to one song over 1,000 times,
no way,
over the course of this last year was a little eye-opening.
What song was that again?
Gaslighter by the Dixie Chicks.
Man, that was your jam for a bit.
I listened to that for like a week straight.
Yeah, just on repeat.
And like it was unbelievable. Artist that I'm really infatuated with right now is NF.
Yes, fantastic. He's really good, man.
And honestly, like, as we're getting into with this next segment, which I'm calling "I Leave You With This," to end the show, has fully encapsulated with kind of where I'm at mentally. Like, what a 7 weeks it's been since we were wrapping things up with Lines and Wines and getting to this point now. Like, it is just, it furthers that point of, if you feel off or feel like you could use some help, get it, because it makes all the difference. And like, to be able to be sitting here in just a complete 180 from where I was, with a couple of weeks left in Lines and Wines is just it's just amazing to me, and to be able to fully enjoy this as we get it going, get it rolling, is super gratifying as well. So I leave you with the fact that since we last spoke, I feel incredible, and that is just going to make this whole experience so much better. And shout out to NF. I feel like I relate to, on almost a personal level, basically every song that they've put out.
Yeah, he's a deep guy. He's a deep guy, Nate. It's really amazing because just his delivery and the way that he gets points across, and just the anger you can hear in his voice, the sadness, the raw emotion. It really is incredible, to say the least. You know, kind of reminds you of a more, I mean, Eminem comes to mind, right?
Yep.
You definitely think of Eminem, and there hasn't really been an artist like Eminem since him, in my opinion. Just a little bit more clean cut of a version. But definitely, yeah, I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm happy to hear that everything's been going well. Obviously, I know that because we talk on a daily basis. We're pretty close that way. So, for all you listeners, you know, it's for your best interest that both of us are in a pretty good headspace right now. And that's definitely a big shout out to Seth for keeping me in line as well.
For sure. I can't end without asking you the same question.
My artist?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you know, I listen to everything under the sun. But Playboy Cardi, shout out Sam Henches. Yeah, that's our artist that we listen to together, and that's what he listens to pump him up and stuff. He's just an interesting dude. He's a mumble rapper, but he plays with the pitches in his voice and stuff, and his inflections, and he's just an intriguing person. And he's been teasing at a new album, so I think one of those is coming out. So on a fun level, it's been Playboy Cardi. I would say on more of a real level, it's been guys like Jute's Role Model, and obviously Shawn Mendes has probably what's going to be one of the albums of the decade coming out tomorrow night. So,
wow, that is going to be something to look forward to. And I think that's all we got for this week. So we're going to just leave the people with it, and we'll leave you with the notion of more is coming, bigger is coming, better is coming. And we'll talk some hockey when we rejoin you. The Mini Ice podcast will return a week from today.